Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome to another Let's Play series of mine. I've stayed away from this franchise for too long, but it's finally here. Did Disgaea 1 not have enough grinding for you? Do you love running random 100-floor dungeons over and over again? Would you like to deal over 1 billion damage? Then come and let's play Disgaea 2! This game is a tactical RPG that was originally for the PlayStation 2, but it's also available digitally on the PS3 there. I will be playing the PC version myself. The original version was called Cursed Memories. There's also the PSP remake, known as Dark Hero Days, which added some new amenities and content to the original version of the game. Now, with the PC version, I got that on Steam after I played the PlayStation 2 version, but this LP will apply to any version of the game, with exception to exclusive content, of course, which I will be doing, well, just about everything we can do in the game. And you don't have to have played the first game to understand this one, but I'd still highly recommend it, because the mechanics of this game are essentially built on top of the first game, as opposed to a full overhaul. However, it would probably be easier to learn the mechanics from the first game by itself, being a much simpler game. This game seems to kind of rely on you knowing certain mechanics without going out of its way to tell you how everything works. Although they do have tutorials and information for everything in-game, it's just that some stuff that was already in the first game, they don't cover too much or go out of their way to tell you about it. Now, although while the plot of this game occurs after the first game, it's not dependent on it. You don't have to have played the first game to understand this one. But I find it more rewarding to know the characters from the first game, and there are some minor spoilers to the plot of the first game also, but not much. One thing I really like about the PC version of the game is that it gives you the ability to bind the keys to whatever, but it binds actions to whatever keys or buttons you want to use. I'm going to be using my PS3 controller with a better DS3. You could use, well, whatever controller you like, or a keyboard if you really want to. So, let's get started on the adventure.
The Netherworld.
Looks just like the first game.
A lawless world filled with vicious monsters.
I wouldn't call it lawless.
The number of netherworlds has expanded with the rise of demons, powerful enough to rule such worlds. The Overlords.
Well, someone's got to pay the Prinny Squad.
Now, another world is about to fall prey to such darkness.
Nuts. I mean, good. Oh, this seems like a bright and cheerful place. What's going on? What is that thing, anyway?
Are you really gonna go through with this?
Why not?
You don't have to do this, you know. I can go and find Xenon myself.
You can tell he's evil because his name begins with the letter Z.
Oh, yes, we do. We've already searched for him and we haven't even found a clue.
Why do you have 3 eyes?
Besides, we've already finished all the preparations to summon him.
Oh, okay.
Fried dragon, fairy oil, the surest sword, clown shoes, and a worm bone. Well, it's all here.
Sounds like a scavenger hunt.
Now we just need to sacrifice a bit of life energy to summon Xenon. I hope.
You're not sure?
You just concentrate on defeating Overlord Xenon when he's summoned, okay?
Sounds like a plan. What are you guys doing?
Honey, this summon is gonna take more than just a little life. We're gonna die!
Well, we all have to make sacrifices in life.
Why do you have to use our life anyways?
Yeah, that's enough complaining. We need to sacrifice some life in order to summon Overlord Xenon. Besides, you're all demons. It's a year or 2 off your life. You'll probably spoil them anyway.
Well, yeah, that is true.
What? Don't you want to be human again? Do you work over the last 15 years to go to waste?
Yes.
But me and Tarda were born demons. We don't care about being human.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Shut up, brat. Mommy still wants to be human again. So be a good little sacrifice now.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. Get back in there, Prinny Squad.
You call this good mothering?
Apparently.
If you really need life energy, you can use mine, you know.
Don't be absurd. You're the only human left in this world. Everyone else turned into monsters.
Ah, well, that's why you got 3 eyes, huh?
You can't waste any of your precious life.
Yeah, you might want to stay away from her, Adele.
Stay away from the summoner.
I don't like this at all. Using sacrifices is just plain wrong.
Well, you're about to.
Only fair fights are worth fighting. It's just my style.
That's how I roll.
Okay, you voiced your opinion. Now get ready for the summoning ritual.
So, how does it work?
Did you even hear me? Devil woman?
White devil, white devil? No.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. But I am a devil.
Ah.
Thanks to Xenon's curse, I have no conscience.
Now that explains a lot. So what's that gonna do? Create a rainbow bridge? No. No, that's another game, viewers.
By the spirits of darkness and light, in the name of Adele, I hereby summon Overlord Xenon to his side!
What's the worst that could possibly happen? Yeah, let's just summon the most powerful demon in the world to kill. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Oh. Did it not work? Huh.
Oh, what went wrong?
Nuts. That's a pretty overlord.
What happened? Where am I?
It's a girl?
Evidently. Haven't you seen one before?
Well, she sure is cute for an overlord.
That's what she said.
You've gotta be kidding. She's Overlord Xenon?
Overlord Xenon. Do you know my father?
Ah. We summoned his daughter?
Father? Wait, you're Xenon's...
That I am. For I am Rosalind, the one and only daughter of Overlord Xenon.
Nice to meet you.
Aw, you can't be serious.
Why not? Yeah, they call it episode 1. I refer to them as chapters. Whatever, same difference. If I ever say chapter, I mean episode. Don't worry about it.
So, Overlord Xenon has a daughter. You'd think we would have heard about something like that.
Yeah, huh.
I can't wait to tell Bridget about this.
Well, I guess they didn't want, anyone to try and kidnap her.
But how do we know if she really is Overlord Xenon's daughter?
Hey, you've got a point. Hey, Toots, are you really the Overlord's daughter?
I wouldn't call her Toots.
How dare you address me as Toots? Do you not know the proper way to speak to a princess?
Didn't work out too well for someone in the last couple LPs ago.
And to question my lineage, even after witnessing my noble visage. You people are truly deprived.
Yeah, just answer the question.
Very well. My heart is as broad as the night sky. Now behold my undeniable proof.
Well, what's that?
Surely you must recognize this emblem of the four-leaf clover.
Oh, that four-leaf clover is...
I've seen a four-leaf clover before.
The symbol of Overlord Xenon!
Indeed, you are not as ignorant as your garb and demeanor suggest.
Thanks.
This emblem is the ultimate proof of my heritage. It is the bond between our souls as father and daughter.
Aww.
The four-leaf clover is the mark of Xenon. The three-leaf clover is the mark of Xenon's curse that we all bear. Unlike ours, it is said that only those close to Xenon himself bear the mark of the four-leaf clover.
Well, now we know.
It looks like she really is his daughter.
Must be.
See, Adele? This is great! We can use her as a hostage! Oh!
How are you gonna do that if you can't find the guy to hold her for ransom?
Are you nuts? This isn't good at all.
Me? A hostage? Don't be absurd. I simply am not hostage material.
You're a princess. What else would you do in a video game?
But we performed the ritual. In the name of Adele, I summon Xenon. Those are the terms.
Oh. Well, that wasn't much.
Until Adele meets Overlord Xenon, your highness is bound by the ritual to stay by Adele's side.
Nuts.
You can't disregard these conditions, can you?
Stupid summoning.
So,
rituals.
we're gonna kill her father? Or find her, have her lead us to her father, and then kill him right in front of her? That doesn't exactly sound like the best plan. But we do have more party
I
members.
can disregard the terms of a summoning ritual. However unpleasant, there is nothing I can do.
Whoa, wait! You're kidding, right? You don't really expect me to go out looking for Xenon with her, do you?
Someone's gotta lead us to him.
What's the problem? Be a man! You can't give up now. What about all that fair fight nonsense?
So how are we gonna go looking for him? Ah, okay, maybe. But anyway, this is Holt Village, the central hub for the game. Just like the first game, you talk to the Dimension Guide, and you go wherever you, well, need to go to advance the plot, or fight battles, or whatever. Yeah, we don't have like a world map or anything like that to explore. This game is not really about exploration at all. Oh, cool. But anyway, yeah, we get more party members for free this time. We don't have to create ours from scratch, although it's a good idea, and I'm not going to be using these generic units. I will delete them and strip them naked, in that order. Or, no, I should get rid of their equipment first, so that way I could sell it for money. But alright! And yeah, I'll go over saving and all that, well, when we get to there. I'm not going to talk to everyone around here right away, but... Now, whenever you see one of those buttons there, like it says the Y button, for some reason the game displays buttons like the Xbox controller, or something like that. So pay no attention to those, unless you're actually using one, which I'm not. But anyway, okay, well, let's take a look around. New to Disgaea 2, press the circle button, you can jump around. And you can climb obstacles and everything like that. Not that it's that extraordinary, but it's there. Here we got our first chest. You press the X button, boom, you get some treasure. And by the way, there's a, what is it? Yeah, there's a switch or a button around here. There's 5 of them around town, and pressing all of them will unlock the Dark World, but I'm going to save that for the post-game, so don't worry about that right now. And by the way, if you get a cell phone from any of these chests, you want to make sure you save that for later. you could get cell phones from battles too, and you want to save those as well. I'll go over cell phones when it becomes more pertinent. And you can rotate the camera angle around to see things better, like that treasure. But I can't reach it from here. Whatever shall we do? Well, let's see. If you go up here, you jump onto the roof. I want to get on that chimney, to the tree, hold up. And the jump button decided not to work for me for some reason. I don't know why. It happens every now and then. But yeah, I don't really know how it works. But anyway, okay. Ugh, come on! Game? One more time. Haha! Third time's a charm. I don't know why that jump is so hard for me, but anyway, we get a whole bunch of items or weapons, or sometimes you'll get money from them too, whatever. It's randomly generated. It's not worth saving and then respawning them over and over again. And here we got some equipment shops, but I don't... Well, yeah, they're not open right now. Same thing for most of these guys, so I'll go over that whenever they do open. But let's see, first things first, let's save over my practice file here and get started then.
So, this is what the outside world is like.
What did you think it was like?
The outside world? What the hell are you talking about? Where are you from?
Well, around here somewhere.
My mansion, of course. It is located somewhere in the land of Veldheim.
Ah, okay.
What? You don't know where it is?
Well, that summon of yours is quite jarring. And truth be told, I have never been outside the mansion before.
Ah. Oh, okay.
What? Are you serious? What kind of life can you live without ever going outside?
A recluse?
I shall grant your request and tell you all about the superior lifestyle of a noble. The standard recital takes 2 whole days.
Forget that! Look, all I want is for you to cooperate, okay?
Cooperate? Let me make this perfectly clear. I will not abide being taken hostage.
Well, what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Look, that's fine. I wasn't gonna do that anyway.
Oh, or not.
Then what are you going to do?
Don't answer that, viewers.
I'm gonna take you back to Xenon. Back to your father.
And then murder him right in front of you.
What? Why would you do such a thing? Are we not enemies, you and I? Do you expect me to believe you?
Well, I don't care about you. I just want to find your dad.
Look, Princess, I only have one goal in mind, to defeat Overlord Xenon. After that, I won't need you anymore. But I do need you to guide me there.
What did you just say? You are going to defeat my father?
Sure, why not?
Yeah? Why? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you insane? You are but a mere human simpleton who does not know his place. My father has slaughtered 1,000 overlords. He is known as the god of all overlords. How are you going to defeat him?
Go ahead and laugh, but I will be the one to defeat Xenon.
Yeah, I got my fists.
Well, you sure are confident. Ah, I see. You are planning to use me as a hostage to threaten my father.
After that, I won't need you anymore.
I already told you, I'm not gonna take you hostage. Especially since you're a girl.
Then what was the point of summoning me if you will not take me hostage? I have better ways to waste my time.
Like playing video games?
We were trying to summon Xenon, but, no. There's no excuse for it. I apologize for summoning you. I'm sorry. What? Hey, don't come any closer. I don't really like girls.
I don't think she's coming closer to you.
To admit one's own mistakes. You are truly honest, especially for an enemy.
Well, yeah, we're the good guys.
Okay, look. I will keep my promise. I will return you to your father. I pledge my honor on it.
I still do not trust you. If you are truly honorable, why not simply release me?
Oh, yeah.
If it was that simple, I would have done so already. But breaking the terms of a summon requires the sacrifice of a life. My life.
Your life? Very well. You do appear truthful. I shall escort you to my father's mansion.
But you don't know where it is. Well, anyway, one thing I almost forgot to go over. let's see. Let's take a look at our equipment here. Adele, well, he actually uses fists in this game. You can't do that in a JRPG, though. You have to be a sword wielder if you're the protagonist. But now he actually uses fists. So, yeah, we got that for him. Now, one thing I do want to do, we got this Imperial Seal for Rosalind there. And I want to remove it. So press the triangle button there. Go to Adele. And give that to him. The reason I want to give it to Adele is because it's an accessory that boosts all of your stats. And fist skills use not only your attack stat, but also the speed stat for the damage calculation. So he'll benefit a lot more from the Imperial Seal that boosts multiple stats. Rosalind uses guns, and those only rely on your hit stat for damage, so she wouldn't get as much of a benefit out of it as Adele would. Not to mention, let's see, Adele has less SP, or skill points, that are used for, well, skills there, like MP from other RPGs. One thing I want to do, since I gave that to Adele, we got the hospital here. And they restore your HP, SP, and revive any of your dead party members. And they restore them for a cost that's proportional to, well, how much you restore. And so let's get doing that first for Adele there. So let's see, get treated, select Adele. It costs a little bit of money there, and we're all good. Hooray! Oh, by the way, one thing I almost forgot. When you hit certain thresholds there, like where you say it heals HP, SP, revive, you can get a reward from the hospital here. You can claim a prize. Unlike the first game, though, the rewards aren't really that good. I mean, I'll use some of them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get them like I did in the first game. And they have massively more stat requirements for unlocking them there. So, let's go to our first battle here. Oh, by the way, we got these summoning experiments here, new to, I think it's in the PSP version too. I'm not going to be using these. If I recall correctly, I think these are just like DLC characters or something that in the PSP version. But they come for free with the PC version here. So if you want to take a look at them, hey, go nuts. But I'm not going to be doing anything with that. So to advance the plot, go to Town Fields, and let's do the tutorial here. It's entertaining enough, so I'll go through with it.
Even this place is getting overrun with monsters.
Nuts. Well.
Is Xenon's curse getting stronger? I better hurry before everyone loses their memories and turns into real monsters.
Ah, real monsters.
You fool. Take you to my father? Do you think I would blindly obey you?
You insolent fool!
All enemies shall meet with death. These lowly monsters shall feast on you.
These penguins?
Then I shall finally be free of these odious circumstances.
You gotta work on that maniacal laugh. Uh-oh. Now you've pissed her off.
Ouch! Critical hit.
What are you doing, you dolts? I am the daughter of Overlord Xenon. Such a violent act shall not be forgiven.
Uh-oh. So, you're just gonna dance?
Like we care, dude. Our boss is gonna take out Overlord Xenon. So eat pretty bombs, dude.
And these penguins are pennies, if you haven't played the first game.
What did you say? Are you confessing to be lackeys of some charlatan plotting to kill my father? You got it, dude. We're lucky we found you out here, dude.
You must always include the word dude in every line you say. Pennies do, anyway. Dude!
Hey! What happens now?
Do we fight?
Obviously, we kick their ass.
Now, that's one way to say it.
Yes, excellent plan. However, there is a slight problem.
Well, I took your emblem, but what else?
What kind of problem?
I do not know how to fight.
Oh. Well, you have a gun.
You're joking, right?
You point it, you pull the trigger, boom, somebody dies.
I do not joke with peasants.
Bonus points if you get the reference. Sure, or hell no. Now, yeah, let's go through the tutorial. Or you could just skip to the fight, whatever you want to do. So anyway, like I said, this is a tactical RPG. Oh, okay. Yeah, ignore the equipment that they've got here. This is just to show you how things work. But anyway, unlike other tactical RPGs like a Gungnir or Final Fantasy Tactics, you don't deploy your units directly on the battlefield when the battle starts. You have this base panel, and you can deploy all of your characters from there. Or, well, up to 10, potentially. Although you can have more than 10 party members if you like. So, yeah, you can cancel whatever you do, as long as you haven't, like, taken an action or anything like that. So yeah, you select move, and all those red tiles you saw there, that's where you could have potentially moved, depending on your move stat. And right now, we don't really have a whole lot of options. We can attack and defend. This will obviously get much more complicated as we unlock more abilities. So you select the action, but you don't take it right away until you hit execute there. Now, one thing that I've done with my controls is I've binded execute to the select button and end turn to the start button. So if you don't see me entering the menu to do that, that's why. But yeah, if the reason why you don't execute them immediately is either, like, you could have multiple characters attack the same enemy in a combo, or you could do what's called a team attack, and I'll go over that when it becomes more relevant, but not right now. One of the reasons why I like using combos is because each subsequent hit in the combo deals more damage and becomes more accurate. So if you're fighting enemies, this is particularly useful for high evasive enemies or enemies with a lot of speed on their stats. So, like, you could have someone with high accuracy, like Rosalind there, attack them first, and then have subsequent characters attack them with more accuracy. Yeah, and you deal a little more damage there, too. If for some reason the first hit... Oh yeah, that's a team attack, by the way, where you saw both of them attack the enemy at the same time there. What was I saying? I forget. Oh yeah, now I remember. If the first hit in a combo kills them unexpectedly, like you got a crit or something, whoever else is in the combo that did not finish their attack, you could still have them do something else. So it's not like you have to commit everyone to a combo, and then if you got a critical hit, you're screwed. No, it doesn't work that way. But anyway, you select end turn, and then you pass the turn to the enemies there. The way turn order works in this game is it's essentially round-based. Unlike, say, a Final Fantasy Tactics, you don't take your turns one at a time. It's all your allies take their turns first, then all the enemies take their turns, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you died. For you, Yeah, probably. You're dead. But yeah, like I said, oh yeah, hell is the currency of the game in the whole series. But yeah, if all your party members are dead or 10 characters die in the battle, yeah, it's game over. That's one way of doing it, but it depends on how your party works. So yeah, usually if you can, you want to try attacking from the enemies from behind. Although if the enemies can ambush you if you did that, you may want to still attack them from the front or the side if you can. So yeah, they got other tutorials, but I'm not going to go over every single thing. I'll just go over, well, whatever's relevant. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with what they gave us here. Let's see, let's just walk right up to the Prinny there, and then bring out Rosalind. So let's have Adele attack first, and then we'll have Rosalind follow up. Now, unlike the first game, guns have up to a range of 5, but they can only attack in a straight line. They can't attack diagonally anymore. So, something to keep in mind there. So let's see. Let's execute. Alright, got him. Oh, and also a special property of guns is that they reduce the speed of the target. All guns do that. Fists give you a counter attack boost of 2. So let's see, yeah. Whenever an enemy attacks you with a normal attack, you have a chance to counter. Adele has a counter stat of 1, but he gets +2 from the fists. And Rosalind can't counterattack at all. Whenever you do execute a command, though, it reduces your potential counterattacks by 1. If you defend, then it reduces it by 2. But otherwise, if an enemy attacks you, you have a chance to counter it as long as you're within range of them. Like if they used a ranged attack on you, but you have a melee weapon, you can't counter them essentially, or they can't counter you, whatever.
Pretty dude.
So it looks like Adele's gonna get a counter here again. It's not guaranteed, but it's more likely if enemies attack you from the front than the side or behind. But no, I don't want to skip the story. But yeah, that is one nice thing about this version of the game. Or, well, I think you could do it in the last version too. But you can skip cutscenes or dialogue after a battle as well as before, unlike the first game. So, yeah, let's see what we got here. So yeah, the sword icon is the weapon shops. The shield icon is for merchants, and the little bag icon there is for items. Usually healing items or status curing items, things like that. Haha. But yeah, in general, at least from the Disgaea games that I've played, armor really, really sucks. As far as just regular armor goes. I prefer to think of the useful ones as accessories rather than armor. Because actual, like, body armor or things like that, yeah, it's not very good. But yeah, we do want to go to the hospital to heal up there, and then head to the shops and, well, start buying more killing weapons. So yeah, let's just heal up there, boom, we're all set and ready to go. But what else will Adele teach Rosalind about murder? Find out next time on Let's Play Disgaea 2! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!